Greetings again, everybody. Thank you for coming back. It is still Thursday, August 10th, and I am bringing to you a presentation on pay for performance. This is specifically relating to Module 4, the Burger Boy case, as well as a preview for Module 5. This is one of the singular most important concepts to take away from the class and to be familiar with and apply it to Burger Boy and apply it to the Module 5, as well as maybe integrate it into your term paper and reflection, which we still have coming up. But this module, or this presentation, is intended to uh, really orient you towards the basic pay for performance model and give you the vocabulary and the theory behind how compensation is negotiated at the HR level and how you might be able to take advantage of some of the vocabulary you're going to learn in this class and the techniques you're going to learn in this module, in the next module, and integrate them into your next annual performance appraisal. So without further ado, let's get into the pay for performance. The underlying principles of pay for performance are these four principles that guide this development of this model. What behaviors do employers care about? Meaning, what behaviors do they want the employees to demonstrate? What does it take to get these behaviors? Meaning, it's what the theory and practitioners say. So the theory has to do a lot with motivation, like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. But this really looks at what does it take to influence the motivation to exhibit behaviors the employer cares about. And then the question becomes, does compensation motivate behavior? Meaning, can compensation not just motivate, but also extinguish behavior? Motivate, let me put it this way, motivate attendance or extinguish tardiness. So this is a concept that's very important. And last, assuming that does compensation motivate behavior, now we're talking about designing a plan, a performance plan, so that the compensation will incentivize or motivate employees to meet employers' expectations. And so that's the basic idea behind the plan, is that compensation here is what it takes here to influence or drive behavior that the employers desire, to drive behavior of the employee that the employers care about. Attendance, high attendance, low sick days, low utilization of benefits, performance in terms of especially dedicating oneself to job accomplishment. So let's scroll down and take a look at what behaviors employers care about. again, better performance, attendance, whatever they may desire for productivity. Now, here's something important in terms of the theory, and that is organizational strategy drives corporate goals. Corporate goals drive strategic business unit. The strategic business unit goals are met by the department or team goals, and the team goals are directly related to employee team results, and individual goals are related to this employee task behavior. And really, pay for performance is a strategy that links all of these together through the entire process, starting with an employee behavior. And if the employee exhibits the behavior, the individual will meet individual goals and will be rewarded with some compensatory reward. Then when all the individuals here, the team, work together and meet their goals, then the department or team succeeds. And when all the teams within that business unit succeed, the business unit is going to exceed its goals. And when all the business units exceed their goals, they will have achieved corporate goals. And what drives the corporate goals is this organizational strategy. So the strategy could be to hire more people. And so you see down the chain that when we get down to this level, individual goals, employers may offer more money. If part of the strategy is to keep people, again, to retain people, and this is where you may be able to draw something, is that your individual goals demonstrating your behavior and how your behavior meets your individual goals. This assessment of you accomplishing something specific that will back up your reasons for getting a promotion or more money. So what do employers care about? They care about the employees are good employees, that they remain loyal, and that they're always trying to build their skills. So motivation and finding ways to motivate employees affects this performance, and the management. This incentivizes the employee behavior, and the management of that is what really we're talking about in terms of this class. So what motivates employees? The hypothesis here is what's important to every person because they're different, offering that reward to that person in exchange for some desired behavior. And it can be that obvious as a compensation agreement. So now, what are the components of the total reward system, as we're calling it? And these are the main components that influence the satisfaction of the employee. And here's how they are described. So there's 13 of them, and it's a very robust. Now here are these are some of the components of the reward system, and you notice that compensation and benefits are number 1 and number 2, and then as we go down we see work conditions and development opportunity. So you see that there's quite a few in here. Now with regard to the first two, we're looking at wage components, base pay across the board, cost of living, and merit pay. So these are 4 different ways that people receive compensation in terms of what they do. So base pay, meaning the pay that you get, is one type of pay. Across the board pay, everybody gets pay. Cost of living increase, everybody gets 2 or 3%. Merit pay is a bonus. So this gives you a breakdown of the risk to the employee. Lump sum bonus, individual incentive. Success sharing, gain sharing. Wage component, and this is exactly where you get into the part that you might negotiate for your next annual review. So profit sharing, success sharing plans, arguing for you contributing. Individual incentive, probably the single most easiest one to obtain, because your reward, your salary, or even a bonus is linked to this idea of measures of your performance. So that gives you some examples here. And here we are back with the components. Let's skip through these. So does compensation motivate behavior? The general consensus is that pay, rewarding work experience, and a system that attracts people who are committed to the same goal. Do employees very readily agree to develop job skills in exchange for eventual pay increase? The evidence indicates that pay for skill may not indicate productivity, but it does focus people on believing in the importance of quality and turning out a good product. So how about a well-designed plan linking pay behaviors, linking pay to behaviors that improve organizational performance and incentives that the individual finds attractive. And that's a very important component, is everybody, one set of bonuses or incentives may not work because everybody's different. So the view basically is that linking pay to performance works. The strategy that you want to achieve is the plan is efficiency, equity, compliance, and you recognize those as being components of the compensation objectives outlined in the format. Thank you for tuning in.